friends, and welcome back to my Sunday reset. Sundays are one of my favorite days to do resets because it really gets me ready for the week ahead. I like to start the week off fresh, and this weekend we had a bunch of projects that we were working on around our house, so the house just feels like it's been neglected. I homeschool our 4 kids, so I like to start the week off smoothly with a clean house, and that way when the week is busy and in full swing, I'm not really feeling super overwhelmed. This video is also going to be a quick one today because, like I said, we have a couple of projects that we're working on in the house, so I'm also helping with those. I'm super excited though because we're starting on redoing some of our kitchen this weekend, and that is something I've been really looking forward to for quite a while. I will be posting our progress on that this week, so be sure to come back and check that out for some DIY inspiration. But today I'm just going around the house and tidying up where it needs it most and giving everything a good wipe down and vacuum. So go ahead and put me on your TV and clean along with me. Let's tackle this Sunday reset together. Today I'm starting out with breakfast. It's a Sunday morning. My kids like a good Sunday breakfast. So today I'm just doing pancakes. I did a plateful of plain pancakes because my husband in particular just likes plain pancakes with butter and syrup and very simple. But my kids, I went ahead, I had some leftover pumpkin from a recipe earlier this week. So I went ahead and I mixed that into the batter and I threw a couple chocolate chips in, and my 5-year-old said they were the best pancakes he's ever had. I doubt that that's true. I think he says that every time, but anyway, he really enjoyed them. Actually, all the kids ended up loving the pumpkin pancakes over the plain ones, which was kind of surprising to me. We don't really, collectively in this house, we don't really like pumpkin flavoring, so it was interesting that all the kids just devoured the plate of pumpkin pancakes. So this area that I'm showing you here was a recently decorated area. I had just moved around a bunch of furniture and shopped the house to decorate that area. So it looks new if you've seen my other videos. And I did film it. However, I lost that entire video. I did a whole declutter where I decluttered my closet, my kids' closet, their toys, all kinds of stuff. And I redid that area, but it was completely lost in editing. So it was kind of a bummer, but oh well, what can you do? We're moving on, but that is what that area is from. It recently, I just did that, and I don't know. I always have that. It's a wrought iron cart that came with the house when we bought it, and I never have known what to do with it. I move it around multiple times a year, probably every spring and every fall, and I never know what to do with it. I still don't, but I continue to try to figure out where it can go, and I currently like where it is, but that can quickly change. So for now, that's where it is in our living room area, holding my plants and some other decor. So while I'm doing a quick vacuum around the living room, I figured I'd go ahead and share a little bit about some of the projects we're working on in the house. If you've seen any of my other videos, you'll know that we moved into this house a couple of years ago, and it's not really super old, but there are parts of it that are outdated. So we've been kind of slowly fixing things, making it our own just over the last couple of years, pretty slowly. And we are just now getting back in the swing of things after kind of taking some time off and dealing with everything with our fifth child this past year. I talked in a previous video about how our house is kind of odd. There's some quirky things about it, and how the previous owners were flippers. So they flip houses in the area. And so some of the things that when we get into projects is kind of wonky. And so it almost seems like one step forward, two steps back type of thing. And we usually end up finding some kind of weird things behind things. Like we took down a light one time and there was holes that we weren't aware of. They shoved things in the walls. It's just been kind of weird. So it feels good to always tackle one of our projects and it goes smoothly, because more times than not, it doesn't. I was cleaning out the pictures in this area, and it was one of the pictures from our son's funeral. I kind of shuffle it around the house. We don't really know what to do with it, and we weren't entirely ready to put it away. So it's kind of just been behind this little bookcase for months now. And so now we have officially moved it downstairs to storage with the rest of the pictures. But anyway, one of the things we're currently working on is our kitchen, and I'm so excited to start the kitchen. We're doing just kind of a small project this weekend. We're putting up a fridge panel so I can put more shelving in the kitchen. We also have plans to redo, or I guess to add an island into our kitchen. Right now, we just have a big kitchen table in there. And so my plans are to add an island where that is. I was wanting something more antique looking. It's just kind of my style. So I didn't want just cabinets from like Home Depot put in or whatever. So I've been on the hunt for different antique looking furniture. And I did think that I had something that I was really wanting locked down this weekend, but it turned out it sold from right under me. So that didn't work out, but I'm kind of just keeping on the lookout, and whenever it comes along, that's when we'll go ahead and do that redo. But anyway, so this weekend we're doing the fridge panel and adding some shelves by the window so I can put some decorations, some plants, just kind of, I don't know, I've never really liked that area, and we don't use like the sides of our fridge and stuff very much. So we're hoping just to encase it and hoping that it will look a little better. Another thing that we're going to be redoing in our kitchen are the countertops. I'm wanting to do white countertops and then we'll do a backsplash, but we're just doing one project at a time here. So starting small, we'll eventually get to the countertops. It might honestly be next spring before we get to them. We're just kind of tackling projects as we go. Another project that we were working on over the weekend was finishing off the faux fireplace that we added into our master bedroom. Again, if you've seen a previous video, you'll know that we did paint our master bedroom a couple of weeks ago. I filmed it and everything, but I just have not liked the paint. I originally wanted to go pretty dark, and I got scared. I felt like it would be just too dramatic, so we ended up painting it white, which is the complete opposite. But so we did that, and I don't like it. So we went ahead and we were kind of working on other elements while we were going back and forth about the paint. And one of the things that we did was a faux fireplace, just with candles to kind of add something extra to the bedroom. And we did do that. I like it, but I just wanted something extra to it. It wasn't entirely finished. So we're adding the details onto that I've kind of found while thrift shopping or, just thought of. So it's just a couple odds and ends, and that will be done, and I'll post that also. It's always so disgusting how quickly and how often our fans get so dirty. We have them on a lot in some areas. This one in particular is not on very much, so it's always kind of surprising how dirty it gets. And I can't reach it, so my husband did it. I'm working on putting away breakfast. One thing I like to do on Sundays is kind of meal prep for the week. And so whenever I make pancakes for the kids, I always make a double batch so I can put them in the freezer, and it makes for a really quick and easy breakfast throughout the week. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm just packaging up all the leftover sausage and pancakes, and then that way my kids can have them throughout the week before school. I'm also finishing up a pot of tea. They like to have some sweet tea every now and then. They also drink a ton of water, and then we have flavored waters. But I like to, make all the drinks ahead of time for us to start the week off nicely. So I'm making a pitcher of tea, and my daughter made a pitcher of lemonade already. So we have a couple of those started for the week. And I'm also making coffee, but I don't think I showed it in this video. I make iced coffee ahead of time and put it in the fridge, and my husband and I usually drink that every day. This is our view out our front, and I always love it. I always think it's so pretty. You can see the hills and mountains over these trees, and you can just see for miles and miles. We have two different views. We're on a golf course, but kind of like on a hillside. So the back of our house is a hole on a golf course, and then in the front of our house was that view with all the trees, and it's so pretty, especially this time of year. The trees are starting to turn the reds, oranges, and yellows. I swear it looks like a postcard every year. I think it's so beautiful. I'm finishing up the tea now, and then I'm going to start working on our meal plan for the next week. This is something I do every single week. We have a larger family, and so I like to plan the meals out. And then with us being so busy, it's just easier to look at it and know exactly what you have all the ingredients for, and just be able to pull it all out and make it real quick. These aren't in any particular order though. I just list them 1 through 7. I put any extras if we're going to bake cookies or anything like that. I'll put that at the bottom. But anyway, that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and listening to me ramble like usual. I know this video was shorter than some of my other ones, but I hope it gave you some of the motivation you needed to get some stuff done around your house. I will be posting some of our home DIY projects that we worked on this week, so be sure to hit that like and subscribe button so you can come back and check them out. It also really helps out my channel. But I'll see you next time. Bye!